right now is a section for learning after the initial test flight. So before, on the last section that I mentioned about going the toggle switch to 1 and then turning your resistance knob of altitude flying, depending on what you're setting on the percentage. Now we go full flight, which is going to 0. Your controller is still on, and your helicopter is already binded with the controller now. So with the 0, that means it allows you to fly any high altitude you wanted to fly. So the knob has no more resistance to your flying anymore. So this has no functions once you go to the 0. So this allows you to go fast, flying upward. So you gotta be very careful now, because the helicopter can go as high as you want it to, as far as you can go with this toggle switch being set at the 0 portion right here. So let me mention again, you want it the tail facing you at all time, because orientation is extremely important for beginners. So tail facing you, forward is forward. So if you go forward, it goes forward. If you go backward, it goes backwards. And then if you want to go turn, this is your rotational. So this turns left and turn right. Now, if you shut off the power on the throttle, you're not able to turn it, because there's no more lift, because the rotor are not turning. So this will not allow you to turn anywhere. So you have to have it at least about maybe 40%. So now you can do all the rotations by watching it. Your setting right now is initially set at 50% on all the trimming. So right now, those are the digital trim at 50% on those 3 trims. So if you want to go trim the controlling, you can trim it forward, trim it backward, trim it to the left, and trim it to the right. Pitching, that's trimming the pitch. This is all, you are trimming your rotation to the left and trimming your rotation to the right. Those are the trimming knobs. So initially, they're all set at 50%. Now, if you notice, your trim on this one here is always at 0%. This trim you will never touch this trim at all. This is always at 0, and this always at 0 position when you initially starting the helicopters. If you set this at 50%, the helicopter will never fly, and you will never able to make it fly. So 0, and then the last 3, trim up, forward, backward, trim left and right pitching, and this is your trimming, turning clockwise and counterclockwise is this trim. This knob here, you don't really need to work on it at this moment. This has no function for the moment. And power out is extremely important that you follow the procedures. Make sure you grab the helicopters and unplug the power here first before you turn off the radio. Always power off by unplug these red connectors and then turn off the radio.